Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ari, and in today's video we are going to be budgeting my first paycheck for the month of August. And isn't this notebook so cute? I just got it. So if you are new here, I am going to be budgeting a low income paycheck. I recently took a pay cut this year from what I was making previous years, so we got to make it do what it do, and we have just made the adjustments with little money kind of coming in. All right, so here I'm just going to put August, and then I'm going to put first pay check. All right, so what I like to do with my bank account per se is I always like to have at least $200 going into the next pay period, because I don't want to start off with nothing, okay, if I can help it. So going into this paycheck, I have $210. All right, my actual paycheck is $1,089.00, okay? Now, I don't know what the cents is. I don't remember, but I know I get $1,089 every single time I get paid. This is including my 401k gets taken out, my health insurance gets taken out, and this is what your girl is left with, okay? So now I'm going to show you everything that I need to make shake with this money for the first portion of August. So in total, I will be starting out with $1,299, and I'm just going to put 0 cents, okay? First things first, we always have to take out our rent, so that'll be $366. That is my first portion of the rent. All right, most of the time I will put at least $150 from whatever I have into my savings account automatically. In another video, I will go in detail about how much I have in my savings, because your girl does have a high yielding savings account. However, for this specific check, I did not put anything into my savings because I had quite a few things coming out at this time. So we're gonna move that calculator over. So we're starting with $1,299 minus $366, and we're left with $933, okay? $933. The next thing that I have to factor in is I owe a Bank of America credit card. The last payment is $55. Thank the Lord. And this is for Bank of America. So we are just going to do 933 minus 55, and we're left with $878. All right, the next thing that we have to factor in is Sally Mae. Now, if you don't know who Sally Mae is, I hope you never have to meet her. Sally Mae is actually my student loans. So every month I give her $180. All right, so we're gonna do 878 minus 180, and we're left with 698. Okay. The next bill, I am going to put $100 towards groceries. Now, my husband and I, we usually set a budget for groceries, which I will go over in another video. Most of the time, it's either $300 every 2 weeks or $200 every 2 weeks, just depending on what we have in our refrigerator and our cabinets. So for this month, the first portion, we were just going to do $200. So I'm left with $598. Okay. Now, I also need to pay another credit card, which will be Wells Fargo. That credit card, I'm going to be putting $100 towards. And this card is my highest balance. All right. So actually, this will be my only credit card that I have left for Wells Fargo. Or just in general, every other credit card is paid off at this point. So I want to give myself a little shout out. So now We are left with $498. And I hope you guys can see this, okay? And after that, we do have to pay car insurance. Now, the biggest blessing is my husband and I, we share a vehicle and we do not owe anything. The car is ours. All we have to do is pay car insurance. We own that vehicle now. So I do not have a car note. So for car insurance, I am paying $128. So we're going to take that handy dandy calculator. 498 minus 128, 370 is what I'm left with. Now, originally, I thought, like I said, I was going to put some money into my savings account. I did not end up doing that because I have 2 birthdays this month. One happens to be one of my nephews, and one happens to be my niece. So I do everybody's cake pretty much, and I wanted to factor in their gift. So I wanted to factor in at least $25 per person. So I'm going to do minus $50. And this is for my nephew and niece. And we are left with $320. All right, we have $320. I'm actually going to be going to Burlington and getting them something for $25 a piece because, again, I am doing their cake. So their cake and the little gift and his happy birthday. All right, so we are left with $320. So after that, I believe I just have $15 for renter's insurance, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to do minus $15. And this is for renter's insurance. Okay. So we are left with $305. And like I said, I always make sure that I keep $200 from every paycheck to move to the next check. You know, it's just a cushion. So minus that $200, so we are left with $105. Now, this is essentially, I would say, fun money. I know some people would say, you didn't put nothing in your savings, you need to do that. And that's absolutely true. But I know for the next 2 weeks, I'll essentially have $105 that random things come up and I really don't want to go below this $200 threshold. So that 105 will keep me sane. All right. So this is my budget for August. I am working with $105 for fun money or miscellaneous. And trust and believe, we all know how life works. Things do come up. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with more budgeting videos. Love you, lovelies. And always remember, slow and steady wins the race. Bye.